Are you planning to buy your first car and confused about the best way to finance it? Well, you're not alone. Stepping into the world of car ownership can indeed seem daunting, especially when it comes down to how you're going to finance your new set of wheels. In this video, we're going to dive into the 4 main ways you can finance your first car. We'll discuss hire purchase or HP, leasing, personal contract purchase, often referred to as PCP, and lastly, the good old-fashioned cash purchase. Each of these options comes with its own set of benefits and drawbacks, and the best choice for you will depend on your personal circumstances and preferences. We'll also touch on the importance of car insurance and what happens in the unfortunate event of an accident. So buckle up, get comfortable, and let's start this journey together. Stay tuned to find the best way to finance your first car. First, let's take a look at hire purchase, commonly known as HP. With HP, you essentially hire the car from a finance company until you've paid off the purchase price in full. This means you'll make monthly payments over a fixed term, usually between 1 to 5 years. Once the final payment is made, the car is yours. Now, to the pros and cons. The main advantage of HP is its simplicity. You know exactly how much you'll pay each month and for how long. Plus, there's no mileage limit. On the flip side, HP can be pricier than other options as you're paying off the full cost of the car. It's also important to note that the car can be repossessed if you fail to keep up with payments. So, who's it for? HP could be a good fit for those who want a clear path to owning a car and are comfortable with higher monthly payments. HP provides a clear path to car ownership, but remember, it may not be the best option for everyone. Next, we have the option of leasing. Imagine this. You get to drive a brand new car every few years without ever having to worry about selling it off. Sounds good, right? That's leasing for you. Here's how it works. You pay a monthly fee to essentially rent the car for a fixed period, usually 2 to 4 years. When the lease term ends, you return the car and start a new lease with a fresh set of wheels. Now for the pros, you get to drive new cars regularly and maintenance costs are often included, but there are cons too. You never actually own the car, and there's usually a limit on how many miles you can drive each year. Exceeding this can lead to hefty charges. Leasing is perfect for those who love the idea of driving the latest models, don't mind not owning their vehicle, and are good at sticking to their mileage limits. Leasing can be an attractive option if you like driving new cars, and don't mind never owning your vehicle. Now, let's move on to personal contract purchase, or PCP. This is a popular option for many first-time car buyers, offering a blend of leasing and ownership. In essence, you make a deposit, followed by monthly payments for a set period. At the end of this term, you have 3 choices: return the car, make a final large payment to own it outright, or trade it in for a new model. PCP is a flexible option, allowing you to switch cars every few years if you wish. It often comes with lower monthly payments compared to other finance options, making it a tempting choice for those on a tight budget. However, be mindful of the cons. The final balloon payment can be hefty if you decide to own the car, and exceeding the agreed mileage limit or returning the car in poor condition can result in extra charges. PCP offers flexibility, but be aware of the potential pitfalls. Lastly, we have the traditional method of cash purchase. This is the most straightforward way to buy a car. You simply pay the full cost of the vehicle up front, and voila, the car is yours, no strings attached. This method eliminates the need to worry about monthly payments, interest rates, or any hidden charges. There are quite a few advantages to this approach. The most obvious is that you can save a considerable amount of money in the long run, as you're not paying any interest. Plus, without monthly payments hanging over your head, your budget can breathe a little easier. However, the cash purchase method isn't without its drawbacks. The most significant is the hefty upfront payment, which might not be feasible for everyone. This option is most suitable for those who have a substantial amount of savings and are willing to part with a large chunk of it at once. Cash purchase is straightforward and can save you money in the long run, but it requires a significant upfront payment. Now that we've covered all the options, let's summarize. Firstly, we discussed hire purchase, HP, a straightforward financing option that allows you to spread the cost of a car over a series of monthly payments. Once you've made the final payment, the car is all yours. However, remember that you don't own the car until you've made that last payment, and missing a payment could lead to the car being repossessed. Next, we discussed leasing, a long-term rental agreement where you never actually own the car. You simply return it at the end of the contract period. This is a great option if you like driving new cars and don't mind not owning the vehicle, but be wary of the mileage restrictions and potential wear and tear charges. Then we reviewed personal contract purchase, PCP, a flexible option where you make smaller monthly payments and a larger payment at the end if you decide to keep the car. This can be a cost-effective way to drive a new car, but remember, if the car depreciates in value more than expected, you could end up owing more than the car is worth. Lastly, we looked at cash purchase, the most straightforward way of buying a car where you simply pay the full amount up front. This method gives you immediate ownership and saves you from paying interest, but it requires a significant amount of savings. Regardless of your chosen financing option, don't forget the necessity of car insurance. It's not just a legal requirement, but it also provides financial protection in case of an accident. If an accident does occur, your insurance company will bear the cost of repair or replacement depending on the coverage you've chosen. Remember, the best financing option depends on your personal circumstances. Take your time, do your research, and make an informed decision. Safe driving.